question here. You know, the line of Gray Fox fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believe in. Would that be selfish for real life, or am I missing some context? What do you think about that line, Steve?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point. So
Mm,
again, it's like I could go in a whole thing. So the thing is, the in many ways, Japan and America philosophically are opposites on the question of the individual versus the group. Like Japan is a very collectivist country, and we're like the opposite in that way. We're a very individualist country. So our narratives kind of reflect this, right? Like, so our narratives here in the United States lately, or like the countercultural narrative, or not the conventional wisdom, not the old guard narrative, is that this individualism has caused us lots of problems, and it's led to people being taken advantage of by people who already have power, corporations, the government, both of them working together, what have you. So what we need is to have more empathy for other people and to do things to help other people as what we should work on. Whereas Japan, in some ways, it's like the opposite, where they have a collectivist mentality, and there's a lot of social critique about the fact that they don't have as much focus on the individual. Uh, like I'm going to quote a passage from a paper uh, arguing with some studies that Japan has this problem of when they become disillusioned in like group identity or like collective institutions,
mm-hmm.
they actually are uniquely bad at creating individual connections with other people, which is where Kojima gets that narrative through line that comes into Death Stranding, because
Mm,
they don't have the
yep.
culture of individuality like we do in the United States, in particular, where we're very empowered to be individuals and to do things ourselves. They don't have that cultural backing to help them through kind of like times when they feel isolated or depressed, when it comes to reaching out to other people. So it's important to keep that framework in mind, that that's why Kojima is essentially arguing for a kind of selfish philosophy. You could see it that way. It's true, for sure, that Gray Fox is like, but I always fought for what I believed in. And yeah, sure, that in real life that is somewhat selfish. But again, it goes back to the cultural context you have to view the game in,
Hmm.
and the philosophy Kojima has, also as just the general Japanese philosophy and culture that he's making a critique of in a way by having that line.
Yeah, Migo senses. Thanks, Steve.
Oh, you're welcome.